So there's this newlywed, and she's excited that she's going to have Thanksgiving at her house. And so she calls her mom to get instruction how to prepare the turkey. And the first thing her mother tells her is, well, you take the turkey, you chop off the first quarter of it, dispose of it. And then she goes on to tell her the rest of the instructions in preparation. The daughter's kind of perplexed. She said, Mom, you always cut off the first quarter? I don't think I've ever noticed that. She says, yes, that's the first thing you do, and you go on with the rest of what I told you. And the daughter said, well, that just seems odd. And mother said, it is what it is. It's what we do. It's how we always done it. But if you want to try to find out something more, call your grandmother. Your grandmother taught me. So the daughter does that. She calls her grandmother. Her grandmother's excited to hear from her. And the granddaughter asks her, Grandma, I'm excited. I'm preparing the turkey. I'm preparing the Thanksgiving meal. And Mom's trying to teach me how to prepare it. And the first thing she said, which I seemed kind of odd to me, was that you cut off the first quarter of it and dispose of it. That you just throw it, you waste it, basically. She says, yes, that's what you do. Grandma, why? She goes, well, that is just the way you do it. That's the way I've always done it. That's what your great grandmother taught me. My daughter kind of just scratched her head. She just couldn't settle for that. She wanted to know why, because it just didn't seem logical, make sense. So her grandmother suggested she call her great grandmother, and she did that. So after the pleasantries, her great grandmother was very excited to hear from her. She says, Great grandma, I'm preparing the turkey. I'm trying to get advice, direction to how to prepare it from Mom, from Grandma. They both tell me the same thing, that you taught Grandma and she taught Mom. And the first thing is to chop off the first part of the turkey. Get rid of it. Dispose of it. She goes, why? And her great grandmother said, well, I did that because my oven was too small. Why do we do the things we do? We have what's called paradigm. Paradigm is defined as an accepted belief. An accepted belief in what we do, how we do it, how we go about things, what we do not do, in ourselves, what we can do, what we're restricted, what we're limited. A lot of times we allow circumstances, situations, feelings, and emotions, other people dictate us doing something, how we do it, if we do it at all. Question is, can it be done better? Can we be more efficient, more effective? Can we uncover and discover that there's a better way of doing or even doing things that we're not doing? We need a shift, a paradigm shift. We have to start. There's some areas of our life that we need to step back and say, I've been doing this my whole life like this. I've always believed like this. I've always acted this way. I always responded a certain way. I've been taught this. I want to challenge you to step back and pause and be honest with yourself and don't compromise and justify it by settling. You're a masterpiece. You're created for good works. Your Creator sees you in a perspective, in a light, in a way that you're created to do excellence. Are you being excellent? Are you seeking excellence? Have you settled? Have you restricted yourself because it's the way it's always been? It is what it is. No, it is what you make it. And your maker says you're created for excellence. I challenge you. Ready? Go.